Good news to Kenya exporters. 15th of this month, just like 2 days ago, the government of Kenya opened a consulate in Jamaica. What a good story. And you know, Kenyans have been struggling to access the US market for a very long time. But you cannot get that US market directly. So the government, through its wisdom, ya Kasongo, I'm not campaigning for Kasongo, but the government, through its wisdom, established a consulate in Jamaica. And you know, Jamaica and Kenya were former British colonies. What does that mean? It means the mission in Jamaica is a high commission mission. It's very easy to access Commonwealth market. That's what we call Commonwealth. It's easy for you to sell in a British colony than a French colony. Now, in the bid to access the US market, the government set up a consulate in Jamaica. And Jamaica is a virgin land. I can tell you that. This thing was set up 15th July. If you're not watching news by now, what are you watching? Football. 2 days ago, this thing was set up. Now, there's demand for Kenyan coffee, Kenyan tea, avocado, cashew nuts, pineapple. This is a virgin land. Haijaguzwa. And you know, Jamaica fall in the Caribbean. Caribbean countries are countries that are between North America and South America. And you know, they're within the tropics. They're warm. They have wet sandy beaches and deep sea for cruise ships. They're destination for tourism. Tourists from Canada, United States, France, Italy, they all flock during cold season to Caribbean cities. And the Caribbean are dominated by blacks because they were white settlers farms. Now, most blacks were taken from Africa to Jamaica, Haiti, you can name them. All the Caribbean states. They were European lands for farming. And the blacks that were taken there as workers remained there and established as their state. It is very easy to sell in Jamaica. That's why the government, through its wisdom, established that consulate, that high commission mission. If you are a trader, this is a virgin land, Haijaguzwa, eco intact, from Kenya, please start looking for buyers from Jamaica. The government has done a wonderful thing. And it is open. I'm not campaigning for the government, but whatever is doing, Manze, let's give credit where it's due. The government has opened new markets for us. Avocado itauza huko. Coffee, tea, and you don't have to be a coffee farmer to sell coffee in the national market. What you do, you just need to buy coffee from a cooperative society and take it abroad. Just get a buyer. Go to cooperative society. They give you a certification. You buy the coffee and send. You don't have to be a buyer. Even producers don't sell. Producers wako huko nyumbani, wako huko Kirinyaga, wako huko Murang'a, they're producing, but they don't sell in the national market. People who sell in the national market are middlemen, brokers. You just become a broker, don't become a producer. Get the buyer. The main thing is the buyer. Start looking for coffee buyers from Jamaica. These are virgin, just 2 days old. Before competitors get established market. You know, it's very difficult to sell in established market like European market. Because already Kenya has been selling there. Ever since even before I was born, Kenya was taking coffee to European market. But this is a new market that's just established. The Caribbean as a whole, there are very many countries in the Caribbean, the Caribbean land. Very many of them. Puerto Rico, Seaward, Panama, there are very many. But Kenya has been selling. So through the consulate in Jamaica, you can reach the entire Caribbean island. Please, let's consider, if you want to do any business on export, export is about gambling with information, picking the right information and utilizing it before when others are sleeping. Business opportunity is taking advantage of other people's sleep. Government is not a fool to come all the way from Kenya to Jamaica to go and find a consulate there. The High Commission established is a business opportunity for you and I don't want to say anything more than that. Take your time, find out, go online, find out the consulate, benefits Kenya can get from Jamaica, what can be sold, avocado, all those things. Macadamia, pineapples, even jamets, and now Wajaluo, gold. Gold inaweza wacha niseme polepole. There's need for jewelry there. Wale wanauza gold pale Kilimani, that's a new market for you.